Hello everyone, this is Mahmoud Alyazji, and this is a presentation for Dr. Rifat Al-Arair at the Islamic University of Gaza for the poetry course. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about The Meter of Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. But let's read the poem first. From a childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others, so I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone, and all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of a good and ill the mystery which binds me still, from the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. So the poem is written in an iambic tetrameter. So for example, if we look at the line, my passions from a common spring, my is unstressed followed by a stressed syllable. So basically, an iambic tetrameter is unstressed, then a stressed syllable. And I am is the common beat in English, and it's unstressed. However, the meter is not consistent. So if we took a look at the line 13, which is from the torrent or the fountain, we notice that the first syllable is stressed. So from is, instead of being the dumb, it's the dumb. And this form is called trochee. And if we notice that line 16, it begins with in with the same structure. Everything is fine in here. So in its autumn tint of gold, expect that gold is missing its unstressed partner. So this omission, or this fancy omission, the fancy name of this omission is catalexis. So if you have some troubles calling this, I really call it cat, then lexis to make it easier. Moving on, it's possible to think of line 13 to 22 as trimeters or three-beat lines. We can notice that the first foot of each line is almost always going to be anabist. So what's an anabist? An anabist is when there are uh, unstressed unstressed syllable, two unstressed syllables followed by a stressed syllable. So if we look at the last line of the poem, it says, of a demon in my view. Of a is unstressed or are unstressed, and a demon is stressed. So the poem's meter is actually a subtle but powerful way to reinforce the speaker's mood and the poem's meaning. So as the poem's starts, we notice that it uses a regular meter, a normal meter. He was talking about his childhood and the suffering he was encountering, and the hard time of his childhood, of being different, of seeing things that others can't see, of being sad about things that others are not sad about. And as the poem moves towards the ending, it starts being more confident and more powerful. It starts with a trochee form, stressed word at the beginning of the line. So he moves from being regular to being confident. So he definitely starts to sound less depressed and more confident. and the speaker has come to some kind of acceptance around his differences. And caught up in his own visions, he's no longer trying to march to the beat of someone else's drum. I think I jumped one slide. No, I didn't. So one thing I learned from this poem is even of being different, even if it brings you some kind of struggle, some kind of self, what is securities, self securities, insecurities, uh, self insecurities. Remember that this is at the end, this is what shaped you and this is what made you who you are. So you should never be ashamed of your difference. And I like this poem because at the end he comes with peace with his differences. Thank you.